everyone, Tina here. I hope you're having a great day. Thanks so much for joining me. Today we're playing with steel rule dies. The ones that I have are from Spellbinders and they are amazing. I forgot how amazing these guys are. I'm playing with two sets. One's from Spellbinders, the other one is from Fun Stamper's Journey. And they are on the larger side. These are 8.5 by 11 steel rule dies. But they're large because they create gift boxes. Everything you need is on this one die. I'm going to open it up and show you what it looks like. The back side has that black soft felt. You can run your hand over it. It's not going to cut you or anything. It's safe. And they're thick. They're about 3/4 of an inch thick. And basically all you need are your clear plates to run that through your die cut machine. You don't need your platform. These are 8.5 by 11 plates. They're huge. So we're bringing out the Mac Daddy machine. It's the Spellbinders Platinum machine to use these today. This is what the die will cut out, your paper, and I'll tell you the measurements in just a little bit, but this is the perfect Matchbox steel rule die. Super neat. Okay, now I'm going to show you the Fun Stamper's Journey steel rule die. This one here is just called Matchbox, and basically it's the same exact thing except for it's square. It's not going to be a traditional Matchbox size. It's a square box. It'll cut out the box sleeve and then also the box itself, but it's the same size, 8.5 by 11. But you can see here the difference in the sizes. We're going to measure the sizes so you can get an idea of how big these boxes are. I think they'd be perfect for jewelry. The square one from Fun Stamper's Journey measures 2 3/4 inches by 2 3/4 inches. And then they're a little less than 1 1/4 inch in width. The Spellbinders Matchbox measures 2 inches by 3 1/4 inches, and there's the same width, so a little less than 1 1/4. So this is, I'm not sure, I should have measured and see if you could put a business card in there, but it's about the size of a business card, at least the Spellbinders one is. Okay, so here's my Mac Daddy machine. I'm going to remove the plate. We're not going to use that. The steel rule dies have their own base plate, so it's the same thickness. We are going to keep the clear plates though. I need one for the bottom and one for the top. We're going to create a sandwich with our steel rule die. For today's card, we are going to be using some red cardstock, and the cardstock that I'm using is pretty heavy weight. I would say it's about 115 pound, 110 pound. I just place that over the top, the full sheet, and then run that through, and it cuts like butter. My goodness. And it cuts beautifully. Just love that. So these are my two pieces. It cuts and scores, guys. There's score lines on there also. Now, that was the Fun Stamper's Journey. That's ready to go. Now we're going to do two. We're going to see if it'll cut with 2 heavyweight pieces of cardstock. So place 2 over the top. Add our plastic plate on top. We already have one on the bottom. We're just going to run it through. And again, it cuts beautifully. You can see it just effortlessly just removes. The score lines are there also. The bottom layer, the score lines are a little bit more intense, but it just cuts beautifully. Super neat. Oh my goodness. So if you want to do multiples, classroom gifts, co-worker gifts, I think this would be perfect. Okay. Now creating your boxes is easy as pie, and I'm not kidding. I'm using a bone folder to reinforce the score lines, but really guys, you don't even have to do that because the score lines are beautifully scored. I'm going to use double-sided tape on the very end of the outer sleeve of your Matchbox. It has indentions. That's going to go on the inside of the sleeve, so you just fold it over and tack it down with your double-sided tape, and it creates a perfect little rectangle sleeve. Easy peasy. Now your box is just as easy. I'm going to reinforce all the score lines, and then you have two tabs on the top and bottom, one on left and right. I'm just going to add score tape, or well, it's double-sided tape, to all 4 sides. Just remove the release paper, and then there's 4 little tabs towards the center. I'm going to fold those up and in, and then we'll take the end tab, fold it over, and secure the tape side on the inside of the box. Just fold it over, secure the tape side on the inside of the box, and then these are tabs that fold on the inside of the box for nice little extra weight. So it's a sturdy gift box, guys. Matchbox. But that's it. And it's about the size of a business card. Now for this one, our square matchbox, basically you're going to do the same thing, only this time we're only going to add tape to the top and bottom. This one's a little bit easier. So I'm going to double up on the tape just so it's nice and secure. But it has the same 4 tabs that we're going to fold in. While we're at it, we're going to add tape to our sleeve. Lovely. Okay, remove the release paper. And then all we have to do is fold in those little squarish tabs. Take our tape tab, lift it up and over, secure it on the inside, and voila! Do the same thing on the other side, up and over, and you have a perfectly square little box. This would be really nice for some earrings or some jewelry. Cute. Now for the outer sleeve, we just remove the release paper. I fold the tab over. I forgot to reinforce the score lines, and then I just fold it basically in half, secure the tape, and you have a perfectly square sleeve that you can slide your box in. What I thought about, guys, which would be so amazing, is if you stacked like 3 of these together, you could create little drawers, put a little brad on the end, and then you'd have a little drawer. How cute would that be? Maybe to put different candies in, or maybe 3 pieces of jewelry. I thought that would be so adorable. Okay, we have one more box to create, and this is the regular perfect matchbox using the Spellbinders die. So we're just going to fold over, tack over the top, and it secures beautifully. I'm going to use my bone folder to reinforce this since I didn't score it first with my hands there. Now for the box, easy peasy. You just add tapes to all tapes. You add tape to all 4 sides. Remove the release paper. Now this one, I have to admit, I should have reinforced those score lines first. It would have been a lot easier, but it still worked out just the same. It created just as beautiful of a box. Just took a little bit of time. But these would be really easy to mass produce, guys, and birthdays would be adorable. You could probably get away with using 12 by 12 sheet of pattern paper. I would say on the heavier weight to create a nice sturdy box, but birthday would be so adorable to decorate. But there's your little rectangle box, and there's your sleeve. You just slide it in, and again, if you were to stack them together to create little drawers, I think that would be so cute. Okay, now we're going to decorate. I'm not going to spend too much time explaining details on how to create these flowers, but this is the Spellbinders Cinch and Go Poinsettia flower set. I'm going to die cut 4 of the flowers just using white cardstock, and then I have this little leaf flourish. I'm going to die cut out 2 leaves with that. Now I did this a total of 3 times because I'm going to do all 3 boxes. But I'm bringing in my craft mat, and then we're going to do a little shading with some fired brick. I'm using my finger dauber going around the edges. I thought the fired brick went really well with the paper that we used. I'll do all 4 of my flowers. Originally I was just going to do the ends and thought, you know, we'll color them a little bit more. So I'm going to go in towards the center with the ink. For the very bottom flower, I'm going to add a little green. This is Mowed Lawn Distress Ink. And then we're going to color in our leaves also with our Mowed Lawn. Now there's little holes in these flowers. All you do is, well, all I do is crinkle them up, basically layer them together, and then you have a beautiful flower. Technically, you can wet the paper and use a stylus and really curl those flower petals, and it creates a stunning flower. But I think this is just an easier way for me to do it. Okay, I'm going to create my own handmade ribbon, and so I'm just cut out a 3/4 inch strip of white cardstock and use the same colors to color it in. And that's ready to go. I did that a few times also. Now we're going to decorate our box. For this one, we're going to wrap around the sides of it, and my handmade ribbon wasn't long enough. But when I did that, I scored it. So there's little score lines now on that piece, that handmade ribbon. And so we're going to fix where the ribbon doesn't go all the way through in just a minute. But I'll add a double-sided tape. We're going to center it and line up those score lines. So our score lines are matching and our ribbon's also in the center. And then I just used another 3/4 inch piece of paper, trimmed it down, and then put that over the back to fill in that open area. And then that fixed that. Easy peasy. So that one goes all the way around. For my flower, I'm just going to go ahead and add a foam square behind it. Tape that right in the center of our little box. And guys, you don't have to make your flowers if you don't want to. I know Spellbinders sells pre-made flowers that are just stunning and gorgeous, and probably pretty inexpensive too. A felt flower will look just as pretty too, but easy peasy. I'm going to add my leaves. I know technically poinsettias don't have these kind of leaves, but I wanted added greenery. I think, ooh, maybe even a pine needle would look pretty there. But I still love the outcome. I just think it looks very beautiful. I thought we'd add a little sparkle with some Sparkle Shimmer Spritz. And we'll set that aside to dry, and we're going to work on our square box from Fun Stamper's Journey. For that one, we're just going to add our leaves to the center. Just going to use our glue. Add a foam square behind our flower and put that in the middle. And then we're going to spray a little shimmer spritz. And then that one's ready to go as well. Such a pretty little box. Easy too. Now for my last little matchbox, I wanted to show you that if you make a homemade ribbon, or a paper ribbon, you can just put it over the top. You would think you could fold in the ends, but I'm going to trim them off with my scissors because this way it doesn't affect the functioning of the sliding in and out of the box. It's just on the very top. So with those leftover pieces, I fishtailed the ends, and there's already double-sided tape on there. So I'm just going to tack that over the ribbon on the left and right. And we'll place our flower in the center. And then we'll just tuck our leaves underneath. And then that is our third little gift box. Just love these. I could make these all day. I was even thinking about making them for work. Putting a little brownie in there, or a cookie. A decorated cookie would be so pretty. Easy peasy. Ooh, but hey guys, fudge. You can put fudge in there. Because they're tall enough for fudge. Put some wax paper as a liner. Fudge would be so cute. Okay. I thought my square one was a little plain, so I'm taking some gold twine. I wrapped it around my hand a couple times, and then I'm going to secure it in the middle with a glue dot. It's going to make like a little bow with my gold ribbon or gold twine. I'm going to put it underneath the flower and kind of spread it out, just so this one has a little extra something on there. And I think it looks gorgeous. But these are my 3 little matchboxes I made with the steel rule dies from Spellbinders. If you're interested in anything you see, guys, I'll link it down below. But I think this is a nice little investment. Super fun, and it cuts like butter, guys. I wanted to see if my distress ink cubes would fit, but they didn't. They were just, my thread did. Candies fit really nice. I have a little sugar-free candy dish on my desk, and so they fit in there beautifully. We'll just put the rest of these little guys in there too. Super fun. Nice little gift boxes, all handmade. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. I wish you a fantastic day. Thank you so much. Links again are down below in the description area. Have a great rest of the week. We'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.